Hi everybody, welcome to Based on Bella. I am Bella, on which this channel is based on, and I'm a new booktuber. So I wanted to do the booktuber newbie tag today, and I have my Starbucks matcha latte with me. We'll just go ahead and get into it. First question is, why did I start this channel? And first and foremost, I started this channel because I have always loved reading and have recently been getting more into reading this past year. And I have always wanted to start a YouTube, and I just felt like combining the two would be the perfect fit for where I'm at in my life right now, because I also just recently got laid off. It's something that I sort of had a feeling was going to happen, and then it happened and I was okay with it. I had a lot of peace about it just because of where I was at in my life right now. And a little bit before that, I decided to start this channel, and then when it happened, I was like, okay, I have more time to dedicate to this channel in the meantime, while I'm still getting my footing in certain things and trying to figure out where I'm going after my last job. So that's why I started Booktube, and trying to upload more consistently now is because I am in an in-between stage, and I just recently got laid off from my job. So that's where we're at now. So the next question is, what are some fun and unique things that you think you can bring to YouTube or Booktube? And I thought about this, and I think that my approach to reading is maybe more realistic and sustainable than some of the booktubers out there, some that I even watch myself and absolutely love. So I buy a lot of secondhand, I try to do a lot of trading, I read a lot on my Kindle through the Libby app. I try to keep my bookshelf more on the minimal side. To me, this is kind of minimal, although it has grown recently, but I try to keep up with not having books on there that I'm not absolutely in love with, and just keeping everything kind of minimal, simple, and realistic for my lifestyle. I don't like to have too much clutter. I'm not really that big on collecting things, so my approach might relate to some people who maybe also think similarly and don't want to spend a lot of money on books sometimes, or don't have the craziest bookshelves, but they love reading and they want to have like a cozy space, and you absolutely still can. And I think that's what I try to bring to Booktube. And through this channel, I also want people to feel like they don't have to be forced to keep up with reading so many books a month either. I want people to focus more on finding exactly what it is that they love to read and read books that they love more frequently, rather than gaining numbers of books and saying, I read like 20 books this month, but in reality, maybe you only loved like 5 of them. I would want to help people kind of be able to curate their taste and figure out how to find books that they love and read books that they love more often, even if they're reading less books than a lot of other creators or booktubers out there. Okay, so the next question are, what are some of the things that you're most excited about for your channel? And I think some of the things that I'm most excited about are to create just like a cozy, comfy community and be a part of that as well. And you get to share your love of books with people, and I think it's such a cozy hobby, and from what I've heard, everyone on the booktube community is super nice, so I feel like that's exciting, and maybe getting to talk to a few other booktubers or creators would be really wholesome and fun. So the next question is, why do you love reading? And I love reading because I feel like when you find that 5-star book, or when you fall in love with a book, there's no other feeling, and you know it when you feel it, and I think it is a feeling like no other. And when the story and writing is amazing, you just feel yourself become immersed in a different world for the time being. It's just such a fun feeling. What book series got you into reading? So what book series got me into reading? When I was a child, I read a lot. I've been reading since I was a kid, but I would say the series that really changed me were Sammy Key's Junie B. Jones, and I really loved like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and The Book Thief was incredible, although I think that was more in my teen years. And then in my teen years, I got into some John Green here and there. Found him a bit cheesy at times, but some John Green, and then obviously like Hunger Games and Divergent were really good. I sort of started to read a little bit less in high school, in early college, and then recently picked back up on reading like a little over a year ago. And that's been a whole journey as an adult, just finding what my taste is now. But I have some cool insights, and I feel like I'll make a video all about that, on how to find your taste, how to read books that you like more consistently, because it's almost taken me like a year of trial and error to figure out just what kind of things I am into books-wise. What questions would I ask my favorite booktubers? I would ask my favorite booktubers how they have time to do all that they do. Reading for hours, reading tons of books, filming tons of videos consistently, editing, and so much more. I feel like there's so much more that goes into it that I don't even see. I would just want to know how it all gets done. I would love to just be a fly on the wall and see exactly the process and see all that goes into it and all the hours and all the work. What challenges will be the hardest with Booktube? I think the challenges that would be hardest for me would be coming up with content that my audience wants to watch and not just content that I want to make. I also really want to make content that people want to watch and that can be helpful to other people, whether that's recommendations, advice, like I said, on how to find your reading taste or the genres you like the most. There's tons of things that I would enjoy filming, but I also want to create content that people would want to watch as well. The next question is, when did you start reading? And like I said a few questions earlier, I started reading when I was really young. I think I started reading when I was I was reading books as early as when I started learning how to read, obviously for my grade level and my age level. I just have like super fond memories of like the Scholastic Book Fair and reading Coraline and just falling in love with a book, reading Charlotte's Web. Just great memories. So I've been reading since I was young, and like I said, read really heavily, I think up until high school, and then sort of dropped off for a bit and then started reading again not that long ago, a few years ago. The last question is, what kind of books do you read? So my top genres would probably be contemporary fiction / lit fic, and then definitely mystery and thriller. And then I have been recently getting into romance a little bit more. I'm getting into certain kind of romances. I think I'm getting better at discerning my taste when it comes to romance, because it's a very specific kind, but when I find it, I'm like, wow, this is a good one. I think the 7 Year Slip and Yours Truly were some of the romances that made me be like, wow, okay, I think I could get into this genre. I just have to know a little bit more of what I like. So those are all the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you feel welcome to the channel. I hope you guys subscribe, leave a comment. If you guys are also booktubers watching this, leave your channel in the comments, leave a comment. I would love to check out y'all's space, your videos, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I will see you guys in some future videos. So thank you guys so much for watching. Bye-bye.